Did you guys recognize me in that little skit?
Mm-hmm. That was terrible. I love that.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Welcome to the Virgo Triad stream. We are just having some fun this evening. Please welcome those on the panel that were so incredibly nice to join me this evening and add some comedic value to this stream. Welcome, Sean Z.
Hello.
Hello, hello. And welcome, Goober.
Welcome, Goober.
Welcome, Goober. And welcome, Kimbles.
Hello.
So I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. Let's see, who would like to do the honors? Goober, would you like to go through and say hello to everybody in the chat?
I can certainly do that.
Awesome. And thank you so much for that super chat. Really appreciate it, you guys. Oh, one thing, Goober, before you get started, I have to tell you guys, since the fire, I rely on your support completely because obviously we lost our business during that. So I really appreciate your super chats, signing up to Patreon, anything you guys can do to help. I really sincerely appreciate it. So thank you so much. Okay, Goober, take it away.
All right. Well, I will start at the very beginning. We got our lovely squirrel, Carl.
Carl the squirrel.
Of course, Goober the weirdo. Rockerboy Rage, Liz D.
Liz D.
Fish Like a Girl, Archangel 3.
Oh, hi, Archangel.
Let's see here. Pedro Whack-A-Mole. Pat. I'm not even going to try butchering that name.
Hi, Pat.
Let's see. Catgirl, Deadpool X 1985, Script Cat. Let's see here. Hank's Corner. Let's see here. Moose Cat. Let's see, keep going. Led Zeppelin, Werewolf 73.
Werewolf. Just another
Simon
nut.
H.
I see just another nut in there.
Aren't we all nuts?
I see Stroke Assaulter, hello, and Strawberry Tea, and Randolph, and Goddess of Truth, and a Wonder Woman, that's a Wonder Woman, and Throwhound. Throwhound?
Easy the
Throwhound.
Kid.
There's Moose Cat.
Moose Cat.
And Mandy, and Vincent. Well,
Simon
hello
H.
to everyone. Thank you so much for
Liz
helping me
D.
out with that, Goober. Yes, I saw Liz D. And there's Simon H. too. We gotta love Simon. Simon has been a huge supporter of me since the incident with the fire burning down the house and the businesses. And I really, really appreciate it, Simon. You are awesome. And thank you so much.
Cat Girl.
Yeah, Cat Girl. Hello. Werewolf Girl.
John Edwards, Robbie Anderson, and I believe that is everybody.
All right. Well, thank you to everybody for showing up on this impromptu stream. We're going to have some fun this evening. I want to go over several things with you guys, but most of all, we're going to be having lots of fun reading some crazy sob sit and more comments that have been left for the last couple of months on my channel that I have been just stockpiling for such an event like this. Before I do that, though, I want to go ahead and give you guys some information with regards to Heather Ann Tucci. So there have been questions with regards to where is Heather? Why can't I get a hold of her in jail? All this other stuff. Heather was sent to prison back in 2018 or 2017, one of the two, for a 5-year period. She was supposed to be getting out in I believe it was August, and had gotten into some trouble, and so was extended for another 6 months. But that 6 months apparently was removed due to the COVID scenario. So she ended up leaving early and has been apparently out since the 30th of August, which I was unaware of. The BOP still has her in the system as being usually after prison, they go into this program that helps them to kind of, facilitate themselves to go back into society. And that was what she was scheduled to do for that 6 months, but apparently that wasn't necessary. Due to COVID, they went ahead and just processed her and let her go home with her family. Thank you so much, Hank. I really appreciate your support. And so I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that. Now, in the description of this video, when this ends, you're going to find a link where you can see her latest video where she announces that she is out, she's with her family, so on and so forth. There's also a slew of additional information on Heather Ann Tucci because she's back to her tactics again. She is drafting all kinds of soft sit documentations and placing them on a blog that you guys will find hilarious. And we'll be going over that some in other videos. But I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that Heather Ann Tucci is out. And yes, Liz, back on the grift. So what do you guys think of that?
She learned to shoot the camera out this time.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Sean was the person who actually was able to provide me with the information to show me the video that she had made. So thank you for that, Sean, because I had not been able to do the research on it yet. But you are right. She will never change. She is forever going to be a grifter. It's extremely sad. Extremely sad. And I say that because in reality, Heather is actually a pretty intelligent person. And so the fact that she has flown, and I do mean flown, down this rabbit hole and cannot find her way out is just really, really sad to me. But
well, when a judge asks you what your, qualities, she's kind of limited.
Yeah, I know. Well, I wanted to make sure everybody knew and where to find the information so that you can take a look at the video. It's only like a 30-second video. It's absolutely difficult to watch, but it will give you a total update on what's going on with her. Yes, it is extremely pathetic. It really is. Okay. No, Simon, that's what I was saying. She's been arrested. She spent almost 5 years in prison. And they still keep going. It's crazy. Hi, Spirit of Destiny. Okay, so the next thing that I want to show you guys is, and I'm turning the volume off on this because I don't want to copyright infringe on this person. But I want you to go ahead and read some of the actual text messages that have been going on with Rise of the Moors and their loved ones since they've been in prison. I don't mean to laugh, but this is actually rather funny. So let me get that video up to show you here. You guys know that this takes me a minute because I'm just super slow with.
Remember each text. Talk to Jamal.
Here we go, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and play this. There is no sound, but you can read what the text messages say. So as you can see, this is Jamal, and I don't remember who the other person is. Mustafa. Oh no, that's the sheriff. Salim Bey. I'm not sure, but anyway, as you can see, that's definitely Jamal. And this text message says Edward Jude Doctore, whatever his last name is. He has a typewriter and a laptop computer that he gets to keep in his cell. He has his own room, tape, staples, and everything he needs to prepare a defense for himself. We Moors don't have any of that at all. I have to handwrite the documents. They're discriminating against us because of our national origin by denying us the ability to prepare a proper defense for ourselves, amongst other things.
Oh,
Crazy.
Yeah. It's more like they don't want to even let you have scissors.
Exactly. Okay, somebody else want to read this one for me, Kim, maybe, or somebody else real quick?
It's too small for me to read.
I'll read it. It's prima facie evidence that when an Irishman can have a computer and typewriter permanently. What happened?
It's
Sorry.
okay. They're moving screens.
Okay.
Hold
Sorry,
on.
I just totally lost my place.
Hold on 1 second. They're going to go back to the other screen in just a second here. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I'm
There
sorry.
it is.
There it is. Okay,
Okay.
when an Irishman can have a computer and typewriter.
Oh, permanently in his cell, and Moroccans cannot. The government is discriminating against us because of our national origin, and we are not getting fair treatment, which will and does have immediate negative or irreversible impact on our case. Let the media know. You're getting my messages, right?
So there you have it, folks.
My question is, how is Jamal texting anybody? Did he use this as a prison wallet somewhere?
My assumption would be that a lot of times when they are preparing for their own cases, they're allowed to visit the legal library, and there are computers there. So he may be using some form of texting through the computer to be able to text to Light Tajiri or whomever that was he was texting. It looked like it was Light.
Right. Or he's telling his wife over the phone what to type. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it too. But you saw that he was in the picture, so I don't really know exactly what was going on. I just know that those are the messages so far that I have seen. And thank you to the subscriber that sent that to me, because you're right, they were interesting. Oh
My question is, Jamal still trying to run things from prison?
Oh, of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
boy.
Yeah. I mean, they always do. They always do. Yeah. Liz says he's using Moorish code.
It wouldn't be that hard to decipher.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, here we go. So I am going to take you over to my channel comments section, and we're going to have a good time taking a look at some of these ding-dongs that have left messages for me. So this is on a video called Who is Omari J. Brunson that I did several months ago. And Noble Reason Bay decided that he was going to respond like this. He says, he is a Moorish American national non-U.S. citizen. We don't deal with U.S. de facto government. They are not from here. They keep lying about who the true Americans are. The Americans are not Europeans. How can you be American and your ancestors are not from America? Well, my ancestors are from America. 100%. Sean's ancestors are 100% from America. But let's just take a look at it from his standpoint. How is it that he can consider himself to be a Moorish American when he is not from Moorish and he has no relatives that are anything but American? Oh, wait. Except for the ones that could potentially be from Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would make him technically African American.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong about that?
No,
Nope.
you are not.
You're right.
So there we go with Noble. So this is a combination of craziness from not just the Moorish Sovsit group, but also from the regular old Sovsit group that would do the separate semicolon language. Remember that? The syntax.
Oh, yes,
grammar?
syntax grammar.
Syntax grammar, yeah. So he's a combination of crazy. Combination crazy right here, folks.
That's David Wynn Miller, right?
David Wynn Miller, correct. Yes. So this I thought was absolutely hilarious. This is on Judge Anna Von Wright's exposed video that I did over 3 years ago. This video makes people so angry that follow Judge Anna von Reitz, who is not really a judge, who has no law degree and is absolutely insane. But this person, Leonard Lee, as you can see with the Sovsit made-up flag, says, look up American State Assembly and see how far this quote-unquote movement have come. Well, grammar much, Leonard Lee, because number one, that's really bad grammar. But secondly, let's take a look at that American State Assembly, shall we? What do you think, you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Let's do, please.
So let's look at American State Assembly. And what do we get? Okay, I need to move you guys over here to this because you guys know I just do a terrible. And they keep moving things around on me. Okay, here we go. So when you pull it up through Google, this is what you get. And of course, the first thing you see is join your American State Assembly, Anna von Reitz. These are land and soil jurisdictions that they have pulled from God only knows where. And it's just some crazy stuff. But what I did what he asked me to do, which was to look up the American states assemblies and see how far it's gone. And I'm not actually seeing where it's really gone very far at all.
No, some states don't even list anybody.
No, and I mean, all of this is all just, I mean, you know, you can.
Does nothing, looks like.
Yeah, look at Michigan coordinator, contact Elsa. Elsa who? There's no last name. Elsa could be Anna herself.
Shoot, they're probably all going to Anna.
Yeah, I'm sure that they are either all going to Anna or one of Anna's, you know, left-hand cronies. But yeah, supposedly it's all over the place. And she's got these people believing this. No, this is just another one of Anna's made up crazy LARPing scenarios here. But anyway, so this was his thing was he wanted to make sure that I looked this up to see how far the whole thing was going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm going to let you guys respond to this one. Common Law Explained in Simple Factual Terms was a video that I did several years ago and basically just explained what actual common law is, which is case law. It is law that judges have written or have ruled on, and as a result, it's used as precedent in cases where there's not an actual law that is already on the books. So here we go. This lady needs to do her homework on what common law really is all about. In reality, common law is established according judges coming to the understanding that other laws are not operating under the Constitution. In other words, common law brings about the awareness that most laws are unconstitutional. Bottom line, constitutional law is for we the people, not we the government. This lady does not understand that once Nasara Jasara kicks in, we will be following common law, which is promoting constitutional law. Who would take this one?
I just did that constitutionalist on my channel, and that was last summer, right before the election. And this kid in California said after the election, you know, the Constitution is coming back and we're going to go back under common law once this virus is done and the courts are open again. And I'm going, oh my, oh my.
Well, what about, okay, so how many of you guys on the panel know about Nasara and Jasara?
I do not.
I don't.
That's one I'm not familiar with.
So I'm going to go ahead and just say this. It's been around for about 25 years. It's never actually been implemented. It's been spoken of through the SOBSIT groups over and over again because it's a great way to gather money. We're talking about gold standard here, okay?
Okay.
Yep.
Let me just make this very perfectly clear to everyone who doesn't already know how I have expressed myself regarding the gold standard in the past. If we go back on gold standard, basically none of us are going to have anything. Gold standard is not the way to go. We can't ever go back to gold standard. There isn't enough gold to do that. It would be absolutely ridiculous to attempt to try to do that at this point in time, especially for the United States, who, by the way, has the world currency at this point. It's part of what makes us so powerful. It's absolutely crazy that people talk about going back on gold standard. They have no idea what that actually means in terms of what that would do to families, to actual families. And common law has absolutely nothing to do with what this person spoke of in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Common law only comes into play when there's precedent that is needed based on a judgment that has been made previously in case law, because the crime or the scenario is not covered 100% by a federal law or a state law. So there you have it. If you guys disagree with me in any way, please chip in. But I'm pretty certain on this, since I've spoken to 4 different attorneys on this scenario, including Artie.
Yep.
Yep.
This is part of the crap that Anna Von writes and her ilk, spread. Are these lies about what common law actually is? Here we go.
Interesting.
Ken Williams says, there are people that know who to contact for justice. They are not part of any legal organization or government agency.
That's Elsa.
Really?
That's Elsa.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's Elsa. Or Anna.
Talk to Jamal.
And they'll end up doing absolutely nothing.
Right.
And this one, here we go. I'm going to leave this one to you, Goober. So equal protection under the law, the Treasury Department committed fraud when they created a birth certificate instrument without full disclosure that was in our name. I believe that trust was created by my mom's signature for me. So if I claim executor of the vessel on Form 56, you are claiming that I have committed fraud? Okay.
Why did I have a funny feeling when you started reading that he was gonna be talking about that stupid account?
I wanted to see how far along you'd come in all this time, Goober.
Just from what I can see, because I'm operating on a laptop, because I don't have my desktop set up yet, I can kind of make out some of it, and yeah. As soon as you said birth certificate, that was like the solid. I'm like, oh my God, not this stupid account.
Well, number one, the Treasury Department has absolutely nothing to do with birth certificates.
Exactly.
And number two, the birth certificate is not a financial instrument.
Never was.
Your mother's signature was just stating that you were born to her.
Yep.
And Form 56, if you want to find yourself behind bars really super fast, file it based on your crazy Sovsit ideology. And that's all I have to say about that. There are many Form 56 filers that have found themselves in prison. Many. Yes, I'm talking to you, Bruce Duché. Okay. Dylan,
I didn't do it.
I don't know who Dylan Tuna is, but we're going to find out what they feel I'm completely manipulating here. You have completely manipulated the true definition of natural, common, universal law. Oh, here we go again.
Yep.
I don't know why. It's probably because you are part of the legal system, which is my first guess. Common law is about living in peace. Living is peace. Don't cause wrong or harm to another. Do not trespass against them or their property. And if they do, then only men and women can prosecute a jury of their peers. What you stated from 11-minute onward is totally incorrect and states the opposite of this. If common law was the main tool used today, a handful of corrupt political figures would not have been allowed to pull the strings they have with the tyrannical approach they have used with regards to COVID and lockdowns, etc. Where is the contact between every man and woman whereby we as a nation agreed to allow the chaos that has been put into men and women in over 90% of the countries around the world? You trying to make a case the common law is barbaric? I beg to differ. The current legal system is barbaric and is a huge contributor as to why this world is so one-sided to benefit only the elites in power or who have boatloads of money. Sean.
Yes.
Do you have anything to say about that?
I just wish people would read. I really do. I mean, and not watch a stupid video or get pointed to some.
Well, you know, we even have presidents that make claims like, I love the uneducated. So
Yes,
maybe that's what the striving is for.
Yeah, this is pretty sad.
It is sad.
When my
All right.
12-year-old grandson knows more about the government and how things work, that's sad.
That is very sad. Well, here we have one on the video. Moore fails miserably in court, accepted for value failure, which, by the way, I have more than one of people in court with the accepted for value failure on this channel. But Kristen Robinson sure didn't like it when I said it. If this is not true, then why is it that there is, in fact, a trust in each of our names? There isn't. And HJR 192 Public Law 78.1048112 states that the government is to pay the debts of the people dollar for dollar. That's not what it says. It says the public debts, not the public's debts. The public debts would be things like food stamps, Section 8 housing, Medicaid. Those are public debts. It doesn't mean individual public's debts. That's otherwise we would all be running around buying Escalades and having the government pay for them.
Right. Yeah.
What
a wonderful world will be.
Right. Also, since the U.S. is a corporation, which you guys, not a corporation. They really have no rights whatsoever. Are you going to let the CEO of Walmart come into your home and tell you what to do? No, I don't want this Walmart CEO anywhere near my home, but
True that.
Didn't think so. Therefore, the United States has the exact same rights as any other corporation, except the United States is not a corporation. There's no way the United States can be a corporation, because if it were a corporation, you wouldn't be able to file to become a corporation under the United States. And lots of foreign companies want to be incorporated here.
And I'm sure the president of Walmart, Mr. Walton, wouldn't, be elected.
That's one of the reasons why I don't really want him at my house, because I'm not, granted Halloween is coming up, but dead people, not my thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Virgo.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
Okay.
If they want to claim that we are a corporation, you can turn around and throw it right back at them, because their so-called license is under a non-profit corporation of their so-called government.
Right. They're, everything that they do is a complete and total, it's completely reversed from what their claims are that they make. Everything that the Moores state, for example, They don't believe in the laws. They say the laws don't apply to them, but then they attempt to use the laws. So if the laws don't apply to them, then why are they in court?
Yeah, and then then claiming under whatever amendment and article this to the Bill of Rights. Wait. It's a corporation, remember? Stop it.
Right, exactly. Okay, so Get This Smoke says, where do you think Ollie learned his info? From a fucking toilet wall. From a toilet bathroom wall. That's what I think. Actually, I think he made the majority of it up.
Good F.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Check Bay says, are you serious? Who owns the credit card company? The bankers. You are a U.S. citizen. You are the debtor. You are trying to use scare tactics. You need to read the Pope letter to Obama. Do you mean the letter that was proven to be false?
Yep.
And a fraud? And was never written by the Pope that went to Obama? Listen, Chet Bay, let me just tell you this. You might have heard this once or twice before. You've probably said it several times. Do your research, dear. Oh, here we go. Kristen Robinson hates my guts, you guys.
Oh.
I think that person said a few on mine as well.
Hates me. Listen to this. So this is on the video where the man begs Harvey Dent, which is Marvin Miller, for help after defrauding a dealership. And I did this a couple 3 years ago. She says, this is all false. You are stating a bunch of false information that cannot be backed up because you don't understand how the banks work and you don't understand how money works. You were literally basing your videos 100% on what the government has made you believe. Now, listen, you guys. Head financial analyst for Neiman Marcus Direct. U.S. Bank. I have absolutely no background, right? I have no background. I mean, 20 years of banking background. No background whatsoever to be able to say that you cannot go into a dealership and write your own promissory note. Promissory note has to be backed by something. And you don't get to just go in there and write your own promissory note. This woman is actually telling me that I don't understand how the economy works and I don't understand how banks work.
Huh.
Boy, that was something else there. Okay, here we go. What the government has made you believe without actually going in and reading the U.S. code. That was actually one of my tests that I had to, yeah. The fact that you're probably an attorney makes absolute total sense as to why you would think that this is all legit. It's a sham that you would defraud people out of what is theirs. There's THERES, by the way, you guys. Accepted your value. Accepted your value? She doesn't even know. It's 100% legit and then process when done correctly, and it is backed by security is when people have claimed their bonds. I'm telling you, Dunning-Kruger is alive and well in that one.
Oh my.
Now, this Annie Gaddis, I think this person is just mistaken, and I wish what she said were true. This is on the Judge Anna Von Wright's exposed video. She says, you forgot to look under prisoners. She has been in prison for quite some time, but actually that's not true. Anna Von Wright has actually never been in prison. So I think you must be thinking of Heather Antucci or another party that has worked with Anna, because Anna's very well known for getting people thrown in prison. Let's see. There's been Heather Antucci. There's been Randall Keith Bean. There has been Bruce Duché. Who else? There's been a few others too that Anna has managed to get thrown in the Hoos Cow.
For 10 plus years, yeah.
Bruce got 38 years.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is the last one that I'm going to do of this because you guys, this person nailed me, okay? I'm telling you, this is totally accurate.
Really?
MD Johansson, check this out. And you, host of this channel, you think this is funny? There is nothing more dangerous than the combination of extremist zeal and denial-based self-deception. The judge should have locked these people up in a mental hospital or simply dismissed their BS case at once. Lock them up or kick them out of the building. This mindset that people have the right to believe whatever nonsense they please is bad enough when you look at the far right trying to overthrow the government by commuting a you-know-what act just because they didn't get their way, and the religious right who have just by themselves taken the possible lessening and hopeful elimination of COVID and by refusing to wear masks, which has precisely zero to do with religion, the Bible, or religious faith, and willfully acted as super spreaders, escalating the number of people dead or stricken seriously ill right through the roof, all because they have had their leaders tell them to do so. Thousands upon thousands of innocent people either are dead or will die because of them alone, all because they decided they were entitled to do as they please and elevated themselves above the rest of humanity. These people are the same thing and worse. Their denial of who they really are has been so magnified due to their fervent desire to be these fabricated, malicious, non-existent supermores that somehow own this country and have the right to steal other people's property and act as though they are the owners of this country and the rest of us are illegal immigrants and invaders. Sure sounds better. Whoa, I lost my place because there's like no punctuation in here. Where is it? Rest of us are illegal immigrants. They sneer at the memory of in contempt. How proud they would be of their descendants. In their ridiculous costumes, standing there arrogantly and bearing absolutely no literal resemblance to actual Moorish people, these people are dangerous because they are homegrown DTs. Their lies and self-deception will eventually erupt into acts of violence. Mark my words, and we already have far too many of those. God help us. These people need to be dealt with before they escalate any further because they will. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Who's the one person in the community watch group that has constantly, for the last 5 years, been warning others about the Sobbsits and the Moors? Seriously.
Yeah.
Who is the one person who has not been the one to be making fun of or making jokes about these individuals?
There's only it only points back to one channel that said this is dangerous.
Mm-hmm. But yet this person attempts to slap me around for thinking that this is funny, that there's nothing more dangerous than these people. What the hell is wrong with you, lady? Why can't you see that? And you, host of this channel, do you know how upsetting that is after 5 years of purposely going out of my way to attempt to try to warn everybody how dangerous these individuals truly are and not to just laugh at them at traffic stops? So, MD Johansson, I am personally offended that you didn't do better research on who I actually am. Because I'm the one for the last 5 years who has been telling people to watch the smoking gun. So you should watch yourself before you make comments like this.
Yeah, we knew Jamal was dangerous from the start. And we also said, hey, listen, the quiet ones are also dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just his group. They're right now in prison. They're probably going to spend the next 10 years there.
At least.
Yeah, because Massachusetts laws don't play.
Yeah, Massachusetts is really, when it comes to Weapons, wow, they are really, really, really strict.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
So I have about 120 more that we'll do in another stream. But I wanted to make sure that you guys had the opportunity to hear some of these. And I mean, after a while, they just all start sounding some blah, 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 blah. So I didn't want that to happen. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I get the same thing. I know what you're saying. I'm sure Goober gets them too.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. And while we're at it, that's one thing I want to make sure that I do is I want to plug Sean's channel. Sean, would you mind please putting up your link in the description, or not in the description, in the chat?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I can do it in the description, but I'll put it in the chat. I can
You can't do it in the
that.
description. I have to do it in the description. But if you'll do it in the chat. For those of you that are not subscribed to Sean Z's new channel, Facts or Frauds, and you enjoy listening to information pertaining to the sovereign citizens and Moors, please make sure you go over there and take a look at his channel. It's awesome. He does a great job with it. Also, Goober, it's time for you to put up your channel also in the chat, because Goober also goes over lots and lots of information pertaining to sovereign citizens and Moors. And if you guys really want to hear something really interesting, you can take a look at Goober's very first video that he did with, who was it, Goober?
God, you. And I can't believe that.
The very first thing. That was fun, Goober.
God, I was so nervous when I did that.
See, now you know me. Wasn't it silly to be nervous?
No, but still, it was my first, in a sense, real interview. So
It was cool. I thought you did a great job.
thank you.
So if you guys want to see something kind of funny and check out Goober's channel, go check out his interview with virgotriad. I think you guys will get a kick out of that.
Oh, God.
I love you, Goober.
Love you too, Virgo.
So anyway, you guys, I don't know how many people. Kim, I wanted to make mention of this. Can you kind of give everybody the email to those of you that would like to have access to the new Discord server that's for the Community Watch? Kim?
I think she fell asleep.
Did we lose Kim?
I think we did.
No, we didn't lose Kim. Did we?
No, I think she fell asleep.
Okay. Well, Kim is absolutely exhausted. She's been going through a lot of treatments lately, so we need to be kind of conscientious of the fact that she is having some health issues. So I have no issue with that whatsoever. But for you guys, do you guys want to go ahead and put the information for Discord or the email for the Discord? Sean, do you have that?
I
I'll do
can't
it.
get to it. I can't get to it on the screen that I'm on. I
Got
can't
it.
switch over to.
I'm not even sure if I know it.
Okay, I got it here. All right,
It's an email address. You got to email.
Yeah, it's YouTube Community Watch at gmail.com. I just went ahead and put it on the
Okay.
Yep, there it is.
chat there. For those of you that would like to go ahead and join the Discord server that is for Community Watch, this is not having to do with the Watchdog group. This is Community Watch. That is where you would request an invite. And let's see. What else did I have to tell you? Oh yeah. Okay. So some of you know from the last time that I have added PayPal and Cashapp to be able to donate to assist for the Virgo Triad channel. Again, I rely on you guys' support right now because my other business went up in flames, literally. So I will go ahead and make sure that that information is in the description. And anybody that can donate anything, it's greatly appreciated. And of course, my Patreon will be started up again with the little mini documentaries that I do each month for you guys. So don't forget that is member only type of stuff. You guys won't see that anywhere else. And that will get started up again this month. So I hope everybody has a wonderful evening and rest of your weekend. I think we're going to kind of cut it short this evening just because I know it's Sunday and everybody probably has, stuff to get taken care of before the week begins. So I wanted to thank Goober Campbells and Sean Z for joining me this evening. Anything you guys want to say?
Thanks, Virgo, for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, no, thank you guys. I really appreciate you being willing to be on the panel and kind of help me yuck it up with these comments. This you guys have requested for me to save these comments.
Yeah. And thank
over
you
and
guys
over
in the
again.
chat. Thank you guys in the chat, like Michael in Houston. He's still a Patreon.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys very much.
Thank you so much, you guys. Really, really appreciate all of your support, whether it's financial or not. Does not matter. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you so much, everyone, for waiting for me to get back and not forgetting about me. Because I knew, 3 months is a long time to be gone. So, but you guys are great and wonderful. Have a happy, happy Sunday evening. And I will talk with you guys very soon. Thank you, Goober. Thank you, Sean. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
everyone.
everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.